This is Gary with R&E Paint and Supply. You can find us at repaintsupply.com. And today we're going to be taking care of some headlights that are extremely yellowed out. And in this process, we're going to start with 3M 320 grit, and then we're going to progress to 3M 600 grit, and then we're going to use 3M 1000 grit. And then we're going to use the SprayMax system. This is a SprayMax wax and grease remover. We're going to use this to clean those headlights. And then we're going to use the SprayMax 2-in-1 Headlight Clear. And we'll have all of these linked down in the description below.
Hi guys, I'm Michael with R&E Paint Supply. So we've started sanding in on these headlights with 320 grit. These are pretty yellowed, so if you've got headlights that are pretty aged and pretty yellowed, 320 is a good place to start. We've masked everything off really well to keep anything from scratching the bumper and to prevent clear overspray. So we're going to sand these with the 320, the 600, and the 1000 now. Okay guys, so we've sanded these with 320 and 600 now. So a good way to see where you're at with them is actually just take your rubber squeegee or something like that and wipe all the water and all the sanding dust off the light, and you should start seeing a nice uniform look to it. And you should see most of that kind of dry, cracked plastic kind of sanded off and gone. And we're almost there. We're getting a nice uniform finish and actually starting to bring some gloss back to this headlight. So we're going to finish up with 600 and then jump on to the step of 1000.
So I'm using the SprayMax wax and grease remover, and I'm going to clean the lights and wipe them down good. Okay guys, next we're going to use the SprayMax 2K 2-in-1 Headlight Clear. And when you get ready to use this, don't forget to activate. This has to be activated for that to work properly.
Okay guys, we've already applied our first coat. We give it about 3 to 5 minutes before our second coat. Our first coat we put down is pretty light, so I like to put a light coat to start with. That way I have had issues in the past with headlights fisheyeing on their first coat, so you proceedingly get heavier with your second, third, and even fourth coat if you need to, and allowing that 3 to 5 minutes dry time between coats. So we're going to go ahead and apply our second coat of clear now. Okay guys, we're getting ready to apply our third and final coat of clear on these. It's a really humid day today, so if you guys notice when I'm spraying, you might see a little bit of cloudiness in it. And if you'll let that dry for that 3 to 5 minutes, it'll usually come out of it. If you have issues with it staying in it, you may have to wet sand and actually reapply some coats afterwards. But usually if you'll give it a sufficient dry time, it will be, it'll come right out of it. So if you want to come back and actually wet sand and buff these headlights when they're done, you can do that, but in our case, we're just going to make sure to apply 3 to 4 good coats, and this car should be ready to roll down the road.